Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tuesday's art enrichment video, and we are doing the theme of Mother's Day gifts and crafts this week. And today's video is a two-part video. In the video today, I'm going to show you guys how to make 3 different kinds of paper flowers, and I want you to choose 1 or 2 or maybe even all 3, and I want you guys to make 6 paper flowers. Then tomorrow I'm going to show you guys how to make some leaves and how to attach all of these beautiful flowers into a wreath. And the wreath is going to be a gift for Mother's Day. Here is one of the beautiful flowers I'm going to teach you how to make. I'm super excited about this one. It does not require a whole lot of materials. If you don't have construction paper, remember, just color white paper and use it as if it were construction paper. I want to flip you guys around and let's get started. So here are the materials we need laid out. You're going to need some kind of glue. It does not matter which kind of glue you have. Definitely going to need some scissors today. Pencil will be very helpful. I have this thread not for thread, but as something round to help me draw a circle. And a ruler will be really helpful today. Remember, in the past I've shown you, if you don't have a ruler, you can use anything that has a straight edge to help you draw a line. And then the last thing you're going to need is a bunch of different colors of construction paper. It does not have to be construction paper. If you do not have construction paper at home, that is fine. Grab a regular white piece of paper, color that white piece of paper before you fold it into a flower. Now, I'm going to show you guys 3 different kinds of paper flowers you can make, and I want you to make 6 or 7 flowers. So today it's all about the paper flower. Next video, I'll show you how to take those paper flowers and turn them into a wreath for another Mother's Day gift. I'm really excited about this one, and I think we should have some fun. So the first flower I'm going to show you is a zigzag flower that is going to require a circle. Let me move all of the way. There we go. Okay, so right here we want about an inch of paper. So I'm going to measure, make a mark, measure, make a mark, and then draw myself a line so I know exactly where to cut. And cut. Okay, so notice I used the edge of my paper, and now I can save this for something else. Okay, this is, I believe, the most complicated of all the flowers. I'm going to break it down into as many parts as I can for you. So we have a nice 1-inch long strip, and it's by 12 inches. Now, if your paper only goes to 11 inches, just have it be 1 inch by 11 inches. As long as you have a nice strip of paper. We're going to fold it in half one time, and then we're going to fold it in half a second time. That way our strip is now in 4ths. And now we are going to cut triangles out of the top. Our goal is 6 triangles, but if you get more than 6 triangles, it's okay. There we go. Okay, don't need those little triangles that I cut. Now we're going to open this back up, and we are going to need to do some fan folding. That's where we fold forward, back, forward, back. We aren't going to just fold forward, 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 forward. We must always fold back. So forward, back. This is another reason why I think this project is so difficult, is because of this fold right here. You want to try to keep the bottom lined up as much as you can. Let's do some fast forwarding. All right, there we go. I have now fan folded it, and I want to glue my two edges together. Completing the circle. Okay, this flower is not done at all. Now I need to make 2 circles for this flower. Here is a piece of blue scrap paper. Art teacher hack time. Fold your paper in half. Make sure that the circle will fit. This way you only have to trace it one time and cut it one time, but you will get 2 circles. There we go. Now I got myself 2 circles. So I'm going to take this, and we need liquid glue for this one. A nice big line. Nice big line. Turn this inward. Squeeze it all together. This is why this flower is difficult. It doesn't like to squeeze together well. There we go. I just held it for about a full minute. And it gives us this beautiful flower with points sticking out everywhere. Now, I don't want to just show you guys one flower. I want to show you guys how to make a bunch of different kinds of flowers. So we're going to set that one aside. And now I want to show you guys how to make strips of paper into a flower. So your strips of paper are going to be pretty skinny. I gotta clean off the corner because that's not going to work. So not going to use that as a strip, but the ones next to it I will. So right here I have 1 strip. I'm going to cut this one apart, and then I'll show you why I didn't draw all of them all at once. Because I want all of my strips to be the same size, if I take this strip and I draw the rest of them, they're going to be closer to being the same size. That's why I did that. Alright, here are my 4 big strips. Now I want to also make 4 little strips, but in a different color. Okay, so now I have my long strips and I have my small strips. Set the small strips aside. If you have ever made pumpkins with me before, I do them with all the grade levels. I usually start in 1st grade. What we're going to do is we're kind of going to make it like that. You're going to make a plus right here, gluing it right here in the center. And then your other 2 strips are going to form an X. Try your best to get it as even as possible. If it's not perfectly even, don't worry about it. It's totally okay. Excuse me. All right, so right here, this is where it differs from the pumpkin. This time, instead of holding it up in the air and gluing it, we're actually going to glue it straight down. So I'm going to give it 8 tiny dots. Do you see how I'm getting it right on the very, very end of the strip? Try your best to get it at the end. Okay, flip it down. And press and hold for about another minute or so. There's the beginning of our little flower. Right here, I'm going to do the exact same thing with all of these petals. Let's fast forward. There we go. Now we take this one and we can offset it. Don't put it exactly the same way. Put it in between and glue it in like that. This one, use a little bit more glue than Miss O'Keefe usually says to use. Now for the center, you could make just a dot like we did before, or you can make a little curlicue that I'm going to show you guys how to make. It can be the same colors as the flower. It could be a new color. It's completely up to you. So take something that is nice and round and trace it. See? And now we are going to give it a spiral. I'll do it with Sharpie, but you can just do it with pencil. This is just so you guys can see how to do this. And then cut along that spiral. Now what we want to do is we want to roll this on itself. I like to stop and glue it every once in a while. Then give it some glue. A nice good amount of glue. And stick it on. And there is our second kind of flower. Now the last one I want to show you is kind of like a snowflake, but we're gonna do it a little differently. Okay, so I want these measurements are completely up to you. You don't have to follow the exact same ones as me. I just want to do it like this. A 5-inch square. And then I'm going to get a different color. And I want to make this one a 3-inch square. So 3 inches, make a mark, come up, 3 inches, make a mark, ruler from dot to dot, draw my line up, and then just fill it in. Let's cut out these squares. There we go. So now I have my 2 squares. Fold them up. I want to do what's called truing up the corners because you guys can see that it's not quite square. Okay, now we're going to fold these a little bit more. Like I said, these are kind of going to be like snowflakes. So I just ran my fingernail along it to help the crease. Fold it again. Now, if you want some of your flowers to look different, this is kind of where you can make them look different. If you know how to do the 6 fold, where it goes up and up, you can. Or if you just want to fold it in half for a 3rd time, go ahead and do that. Whatever is easier for you. Now, this is where we want it to look like a flower petal. So that is how I'm going to cut. And we're going to do the same thing to this little guy right here. So open this one up. There's our cute little flower. And open this one up. We got another little flower we can put inside. And then right here, if you want to, you could make another one like this swirl, or you could just make a dot. It's up to you. Either way is completely fine. I just thought of something that is kind of fun. So I've got this little strip of paper over here that I couldn't quite use that edge of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it, and now I'm going to fold it in half and give it lots and lots of snips. Really, really close together. Almost all the way down, but not through. You see how I'm still leaving some of that attached. All right, once that is all the way cut, give it a little bit of glue and roll. Okay, and then all I have to do is come in here, move these out a little bit, and I have a really cool little stamen that can go in the center of this flower. I'm going to cut a little bit of a teeny tiny hole. You don't have to do this. This is just an extra step. Teeny, teeny tiny hole. I mean teeny, teeny tiny. A little bit of glue. There we go. There is another paper flower. So I showed you guys how to make 3 different paper flowers. Pick whatever you want. If you want to make 2 of them the same and make 2 of them differently, it's all completely up to you. So I gave you 3 different ways. You choose and make about 6 flowers. If you don't get them all done in one day, wait till the second day and make them. And then next time I see you guys, I will show you how to turn these flowers into a paper wreath for your mom. All right, guys. Happy creating!